Hey, I'm back. We're back on Minecraft, and like I said, last time I built this house, so now I'm gonna start decorating it on the inside. I've already got a bunch of blocks picked out for what I'm going to do, and let's get the basic essentials ready. I got a smoker right there, and I've got a chiseled bookshelf. Yeah, and well, I had some oak blocks, but I guess I got rid of those. There we go. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to make a desk, just a place for my Minecraft character to sit, to write or to just rest. And usually what I used to do was I would just get two stairs and a slab and call it then and there. But this time, I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm going to have a bookshelf right there. Then I'm going to put the slab down and use an oak plank as the other end. And that looks fine. That looks fine. And now I need to make the seat. So I'm going to take one of these. And there we go. Now sometimes I like to use signs to sort of give the illusion of armrests. I don't know how comfortable this would be, but it gives the chair, quote unquote, a little bit more depth. Next, I'm going to place the smoker and the furnace. The context for these blocks would be that this is where I would cook food, both advanced and basic, because some foods I don't think can be made in a smoker. Or maybe they can. But regardless, it's just nice to have an option. And then I'll put a double chest here as basic storage. Very nice. It might not be the most optimal for a base, but I make these houses for the sake of making a somewhat realistic house. Not really making a base per se. Next up, I'm going to place a cartography table and a crafting table. The essentials of Minecraft. I'm going to put one here and then one here. The reason why they're spaced out like this is because these blocks have extra details that you can't normally see if they were directly next to each other. So I figured I would put them like this just to be able to see them. Plus, with this space, I can look out this window. I still haven't cut down those trees though. Let's put some books in there. There we go. What next? Alright. I got an item frame. I'm going to place these in different parts of the home, the house. Yeah, I really don't plan these. Excuse me. Sorry, my voice cracks a lot. My voice tends to crack a little more than usual when I'm speaking low like this. I'll put a painting. There is one painting that I really like. I just wonder if I can remember what it's called. I think it's called Humble. It's a 2x2. No, it's not. That does look nice though. Maybe I'll keep that. I think I remember I think it's called Baroque. Yeah, all these paintings have names that you can search up now. There we go. Because it's a cute painting. A pretty pot, pretty flower, pretty cake. Very pretty. As for what I'm going to put in these item frames, I'm going to put a sword and a bow over here. There we go. And I was going to put this clock in one of these frames, but I don't really know where to put it. I could put it here, but it might look a little strange. I had an idea for this little nook right here, so I don't know if I should put it there. I might do it anyways. There we go. And for that idea, what I thought I could do is put a stairway here to give the rafter a little bit more support. And I could change these stairs to sort of match it. I could still do this on this side and just not have the stair going down, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I am going to put this armor stand here, though, because this is where I'm going to put armor. Only bold takes on this channel, obviously. And I'm going to put this armor here. Again, not exactly optimal, but what I like to do is I like to try and make an armor set that looks a little realistic. And so I've got an iron helmet and chestplate with leather pants, since leather would probably be easier to move around in. Or at the very least for the legs. It's probably not very defensive in the actual game, but I think it looks nice. And I've got the bolt armor trim using an iron ingot as the base to give it a little more depth. Another idea for an item frame. There we go. Wait, what? Strange. And now it looks like, well, it's ready to be written on. I could probably put some candles on here too, as a sort of extra lighting, and a flower pot as well. One flower that I like to use when I make these is the lily of the valley. And it's just because I think it's a very pretty flower. There we go. And then you light those up, and you would get some atmospheric mood lighting. Just got to be careful not to accidentally light any of this wood on fire. And as for what these 4 item frames would be used for, I like to sort of have treasures hung up. Something that I would have found during the adventure to like mark progress. And so far, something that I've consistently found myself using are crystals. So we would have a diamond. Oh, diamonds. An emerald. Some amethyst. And a quartz crystal. Some very cool aesthetic blocks. And that about does it for the interior, but we're not done yet. I know what to do with this little plot of land right here, and it's where this blast furnace and these other things come in. The idea is that this is where I would have a forge, so to speak. I don't know whether I should use stone bricks or a grass path, but I'm going to try the grass path first. I'm going to get a shovel. Alright. And now I'm going to place down the smithing table, the anvil, the blast furnace, and the regular furnace. And there we go. Oh, looks like it's getting dark. I decided to make some changes to the hull right here. I figured this is where I could start a theoretical mine. And there's fences here as a sort of aesthetic. You know, don't want to fall in there by accident. You can only sleep at night. It is night. Not night enough, I guess. You know, I wonder if someone could make a mod or texture pack that makes the eyes on paintings follow you, like in those old scary movies. It'd probably be really freaky. There we go. I think I'm going to put in a guardrail of sorts. There we go. Matter of fact, this gives me an idea. I could make an overhang. That way there's sunlight going over the porch area. Let's see how this would look. I could use an oak block. Oops. There we go. Use these stairways. And then for the final block, I would use a slab. That way the build still has a sort of sense of scale kind of thing. Like it's steadily going up. Matter of fact, I have a better idea. There we go. And now we just put these up here. And there we go. Now we can stand outside when it rains, when we won't get rained on or snowed on. As for what I'm going to do with these little outer areas right here, something that I like to do is I like to use shrubs. So if I get some leaf blocks, let's try these flowering azaleas because they have flowers on them. I would just do that. There we go. Adding a little bit of green to any build is never a bad idea. And the final idea that I think I'm going to try and do is I'm going to make a fire pit, like a bonfire. And I'm going to do this by getting some gravel, as well as some suspicious gravel, and some stone buttons, as well as obviously a campfire. This seems like a good spot. Now I'm going to make a square here, and I'm going to replace some of this gravel with suspicious gravel. There we go. And I'm going to add some stone buttons so they look like little pebbles. Cool. And if we get ourselves a little stone slab, you could treat this as a place to sit down. Just sit by the fire when you need to warm up. And because it's a campfire, the smoke will go up. And, well, it doesn't go up very high, but I think it looks nice. And, well, that'll about do it for now. If I get any more ideas on what to do with this house, I'll make another video, but more or less this will probably be it. Overall, it's a very nice house. Super cozy, in my opinion. Oh, wait. Hold on. I know, just the thing to do. It might not be super realistic, but I intend to use this world for more than just this house. So I'm going to create a sort of waypoint, I guess. If you get a lodestone and then a compass and you place it down, if I can find a good spot. There we go. This is a lodestone compass, and lodestone compasses always point towards the lodestone. Now, I'll probably make it look a little more fancier so that it's not just jutting out like this. Maybe I can make a sort of platform for it to sit on. Kind of like a beacon, but not exactly. But until then, yeah. Cozy winter cabin. Very nice. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.